That song, Who You Say I Am, pretty good song, huh? When I was growing up, that song probably wasn't able to be written because nobody was thinking it was okay to talk like that or sing like that. Like growing up, people seemed like they felt like they had to talk us down so much as to lift God up. But He wants to change us and seat us in heavenly places. And Christ in us, the hope of glory, He wants to make us right and acceptable and approved through His Son. And it seemed like growing up, that concept was never grasped by people. It seemed like we always had to talk this falsely humility language, like to think like we were staying humble, but we weren't saying the truth. And you look in Colossians 1. Colossians 1 says that you and I were enemies and alienated from God by the way our minds worked in wicked manner. That's verse 20. I'm pretty sure that's 20. If it's not, it's 19, but I think it's 20. And 21 says, but He made us, through the body of His death, He made us holy, blameless, and above reproach in His sight. So I went from being wicked in my mind, thinking for myself, thinking contrary to the kingdom. He reconciled me, made me a friend through His death to present me. Ta-da, pull off the veil. To present me holy, blameless, and above reproach in His sight. In between wicked works and mind and enemy and alienated and reconciled me through His, I've done nothing in between there. I did nothing. He did everything. All I did was believe that He forgives me, removes it, and sees me clean. Between enemy and alienated by wicked works in my mind, reconciled through His death, holy, blameless, above reproach, I've done nothing to change. Sorry, but that excites my heart. That God is willing to bring out the best in me by showing the truth about what I can be in Him and what He can be in me. And when I was a child growing up, that truth was suppressed in the church. At large, the message of righteousness was suppressed. Pastors didn't feel like they could preach this because they felt like people would say, oh, well, I'll do whatever. God will love me anyway. Preachers felt like this would give us a permission to sin. This message, it's the total opposite. You see God for the beauty and the love and the goodness of who He is, and it changes everything, and it brings the best out in you. It taps into your potential. It causes you to trust and love and live in Him all the more. It's the goodness of God, not the reprimand of God. The goodness of God leads men to change. So that's the God I preach, because that's the God I read in the Bible. It says He so loved me that He gave His Son. It doesn't say God was so frustrated and at wit's end with humanity, He finally sent His Son. That's a different thought. For God was so frustrated and exasperated. For God so loved. And what's that look like? It looks like this: on your darkest day, grace is abounding even greater, not to empower sin, to save you from it. Grace is coming even greater. On your darkest day, on your most willful adventure, love is pursuing you, saying, son, you're so much more than that. I know who you are from the beginning. I know what I intended you to be. I know what you can be, and I know what you'll be if you'll surrender. Love never fails, never changes its mind. Come on, be real with me. We've changed our mind on each other 1,000 times over. We've changed our mind on ourselves. And love has never failed. We've left our hearts go up and down. God's the same. I love that about Him. He never changes. He's no turning, no shifting or shadow. I have confidence to be in his presence. Why? Because through the blood, he sees me every day, holy, blameless, and above reproach. I was getting to a point, the song, You Say Who I Am, that's the song that I had blaring on my phone when I went into the bathroom to get my shower and clean up for this morning. I spent time in the Lord this morning, and I had another little song playing, the goodness of God, in the bedroom a little. But when I went into the shower, I started my day just getting that fresh shower and getting ready with you say I am, right? Or this is who you say I am. So I'm singing that song in my heart, and I'm like, oh my goodness, this is so good. I just can live every day, and it never gets old, in the reality of what you accomplished and who you see me to be and who you say I am. We're called believers, aren't we? Aren't we believers? So at what point do we believe we're clean, forgiven, free, righteous, holy, pure, blameless, above reproach? At what point do you just say, I'm accepted in the beloved? Rather than, well, I'm trying, brother. I'm hoping, I'm getting there. Stop! Be there! Be there! Because you went from alienated and enemy by the way your mind worked, and it didn't say you even changed your mind in between the sentence. You didn't change your mind. He's changing your mind through his goodness. Yeah. All of a sudden I know I didn't deserve a thing, and it's the Father's good pleasure to give me the kingdom. All of a sudden I know I did willful things. I did things against my conscience. I knew better and did it anyway. And I know all that. And God comes and judges me as if I never did any of that. Why? Because it doesn't solve a thing to stay there. It doesn't change a thing to talk about it. So God is so wise. He says, let's just remove it. And I'll show you I'm willing to see you for today and your destiny. Because I know you can be more when I'm in you than you've been outside of me. You just think with me for a little on this. Don't get in a hurry and think we all know this. Because you can know it, but man, you can know it. I mean, God sent his son. It freaks me out to this day that God became a man. That the Lord, who was with God from the beginning, who always was, that nothing was made that wasn't made through him. I can't even imagine what that day must have looked like. Can you imagine the bon voyage, in heaven, and the Holy Spirit's there, and he's like, you ready? Yeah, I'm ready. You going to take me? Yeah. See you, Father. When he goes to go put in a woman, he gets put in the womb of a woman. God goes into the womb of a woman. Don't get familiar with that. Don't turn that into a Christmas story. It's deeper than a Christmas story, baby in a manger. It's God in the flesh. God chose to sit in Mary's womb and come as a man and not take a shortcut. He didn't pop in the wilderness 30 years down the road, 30 years old, buffed and ready and empowered by the Spirit of God. Who is this man? Where'd he come from? No. He started like we started, in the womb of a woman. He came through the woman. He came as a man. Why? So God could fulfill through a man what a man failed. So he could defeat the devil through a man. So he could fulfill the law of righteousness through a man, and then take a man's blood and put it on the mercy seat in the holy place and speak on behalf of all men in righteousness. Don't get familiar with that. That is not a Christmas story. That is a reality of heaven coming to earth and setting things straight. Why? Because he wants to redeem why we're here. This thing isn't about going there someday. It's about redeeming why we're here now that we're here. He must think a lot of who he is in our lives and who he can be and who our lives can be in him to pay the price he paid. Come on, nobody taught me this growing up. Nobody told me that the cross was redeeming my value. They always said he was it always pointed out my sin. The cross was always about my sin. No preacher ever told me the cross was about my value, purpose, and potential. So all I was conscious of sin growing up. All I did was feel bad about Jesus down on the cross because I felt powerless to change, and I had bad things in my heart, and I felt bad about myself all the time. I needed you to like me because I didn't like me. And if you liked me, I felt like at least maybe I was possibly likable. So I lived like a lot of us lived, insecure and not sure, and as good as the moment provided. That all changed, I promise. Yay. And I'm not ashamed of the gospel. I'm not ashamed to say that he believes my life lived in him is worth the blood of his son. That is not presumption. That's not arrogance. It's not blasphemy. It's not heresy. It's the truth of the gospel. He hung on that cross to restore what he made man to be, to get the lie off of me, to adorn me in the truth, to get that old wicked thing off of me, get his life back inside of me. He is not waiting to take me to heaven someday. He came to live on the inside of me. You know, this thing is not impersonal and someday my name's going to get called. He moved back home. Sin evicted him from his home a long time ago. So he dealt with the problem and moved back in. And he didn't renovate the house. He made it new on the inside. I promise you nobody ever taught me this gospel growing up, and I went to a lot of churches. And I'm not mad at people. I'm telling you, we didn't have a revelation like we have nowadays. Because the thing that I was taught back then made me self-conscious, sin-conscious, and at best, I was hopefully a forgiven sinner. At best. Same attitude, same anger, same fantasies, same flesh-driven desires, same secrets, same busted-up conscience, same judgments, same animosities, same jealousies, same pride. At best, hopefully a forgiven sinner. And when I read my Bible, I'm supposed to be changed. I'm supposed to be walking in a manner worthy of him without getting trapped in works. Why? Because I'm not trying to perform. I've become brand new. I'm not trying to be okay. He made me okay. He came on the inside and changed me.